sting with the kiss that kills. This was the beginning of the journey that led the innocent soul into a hole that is meant to make me whole from the hold of sin and its load. A kiss that distinguished him from them. A kiss that separated the master from the servant. A kiss that separated the rabbi from the student. A kiss that separated the mentor from the mentees. A kiss that separated the crowd from the crowned. When I saw this, my heart leaped into the deep from the steep of my being. This must be a lonely journey that my king is about to walk through. A price for my pride, a sweat for my sweet, a seed of sin for my righteousness, poverty for my riches. It was a price for my exchange. That night, like swarms of bees, they gathered around him with clubs and swords. Then one in hollow like Angel Michael the warrior drew out his sword in defense of his beloved. No, he said to him, put your sword back into its place. I have a Father in heaven. If I need a legion of angels right now, I can command them, for all who draw the sword shall die by the sword. They pulled him like a thief, who stole some things from the house of a king. It was like my vision was coming into manifestation. I saw friends who vowed to be with him deserted him. Friends who vowed to sacrifice their lives, but were afraid to lay down their lives. His friends, the 12, fled for safety, leaving him behind in the midst of many friends. Being taken away into the place of injustice, he stood before a priest, a high priest, a priest whose teeth sought to shed innocent blood, a priest who sought to shed innocent bloods, a priest the spiritual keepers of innocent blood. Now pressed himself through religion, sought means to demean and kill he who knew no. Having found no real substance, as evidence they cried aloud, he is worthy of death. The people slapped, punched and spat on him like a serial killer. Although he was courageous, proving to keep his words by coming a little closer, but before the cock crowed once, he denied him thrice. Again they brought him to the Gentile king, but the king saw no sin in him. So he washed his hands in the water, declaring his innocence from the blood of the Lamb. In exchange for righteousness, the people demanded for evil. In exchange for freedom, the people demanded for slavery. In exchange for riches, the people demanded for poverty. In exchange for Jesus, the people demanded for Barnabas. To satisfy their stomach like monkeys, they demanded for bananas. In obedience to the cry of the crowd for him to be crucified, he was stripped naked. Placed on his head was a crown of thorns. They struck him hard on the head like a rock. His face was painted with spittle. 1,000 words of mockery were shot at him like arrows. My eyes dripped with tears for his suffering. He was forced to carry the cross where he was crushed until my pieces by the crush of sin were knitted together to make me lush. At the place of the skull, he was hung on the cross. Like small dots, the sin of humanity began to connect together. From its smallest form, they emerged into a dark veil of sin. It covered him, and he was found guilty. When the Father turned his head away, then the Son screamed, Eloi, Eloi, lama sabachthani. He gave up the ghost. Like a thief, he died in shame. Because of you, whom the Father loved, he now forsook. However, suddenly, the rock cracked and split open like volcanic eruption. The dead left the grave to see their living. The curtain turned apart. Then the secret that was hidden for ages was made bare unto the children of men. Then I cried aloud, Hosanna to the Son of Man, who unveiled the veil. When he was laid in the grave, the power of the grave could not hold him down in the grave. Then on the third day, the power of the highest rolled the stone away. He that was dead came out alive, saying, Death, where is your sting? O grave, where is thy power? The grave is swallowed up in victory. Hallelujah! The price has been paid, and my soul is escaped, like a bird out of the snare of the faller. He paid the price for you. He paid the price for me. He paid the price that we may have the prize.